What's up? My name is Rich, and if you're watching this video, you're probably wanting to get into this business and you want to start from scratch and you don't know anything. And I know a lot of you all watching, you guys are supporters, and I appreciate y'all so much. And I bet y'all at this point, y'all are just supporting me, and I'm thankful for that. But I know y'all even get asked this: how can I start in the printing business? So for the most part, this covers t-shirts, but anyways, there's a series of questions you must ask yourself first before you even dive into this business. Alright, so these series of questions are going to help you. We've covered this on the channel, but these are going to be the questions that you need to ask yourself, and then I'll post links to videos that's a little more in depth in the comment section. Before we hop into these questions that we need to ask ourselves, let's give a shout out to our sponsor for this video, which is the reason why we're able to make these awesome videos all the time, which is Skillshare. So Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. And for us specifically, there's lots that we can learn within the apparel space on here. You have t-shirt design classes, typography and illustration, a whole bunch of things that relates to our actual business. Not only that, you can learn about actual production methods. So in this video right here, we're going over a handful of this, but right here is a breakdown of actual screen printing, how to build your own exposure unit if you decide to get into screen printing, how to get designs made for your brand. There's so much valuable content on Skillshare that will help you out with your business. So not only is Skillshare a very valuable platform, but they're also providing some value to you right now. So to the first 1,000 of my subscribers to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare, so you can start exploring your creativity today. So make sure you go ahead and click the link and get this 1-month free trial. Make sure you take advantage of that. So thank you, Skillshare, for giving us that 1-month free trial. Now back to the video. The first question is, do you really want to print yourself, or do you want to use a print-on-demand company? So you may not know that there are print-on-demand companies that actually print and supply these items for you. So these companies, such as like Printify, there's a company called Slate now. Basically, you send in the design or you upload the design, and when the customer purchases it, they send the end product to the customer. Now, this isn't too great when it comes to a B2B model, such as you printing for another t-shirt company. But it's great if you don't want to get into printing yourself and you just want to focus on marketing and sales. So, do you really want to print, or do you just want to sell? Because you don't have to print it yourself if you don't want to. But there are pros and cons to it. There's pros and cons to everything, as you will learn about this game. So the next question you might want to ask yourself is, what is your business model? There are several business models when it comes to this t-shirt business. So you can print for your own clothing brand, your own clothing line, and you can sell direct to customer, or you sell at wholesale, consignment, whatever it may be. But are you selling your own designs? You're printing for your own personal brand, or are you going to be selling generic t-shirt designs on the internet? That's even a whole different thing, but at the same time, you're printing for yourself. Or do you want to print for another business? You want to print for schools, you want to do mass production for businesses, like a construction company, you want to print for other clothing brands. That's a whole nother game. So you might want to ask yourself, do you want to print for yourself, other businesses, whatever it may be? Business model. You need to ask yourself, what's your business model? So let's say you do decide to produce things yourself. You need to learn about all the different production methods. You need to ask yourself, which one suits your business model? And you will come to find all printing methods has its pros and cons. There's no one perfect printing machine, at least at this point. Unless you have like hundreds of $1,000s to invest in some kind of like Aeon DTG printer where it just spits out t-shirts quickly, and you have somewhere to put it in your warehouse. You just have that type of square footage. You just got money to play with, man. So, even then, that's not even ideal if you just want to do thousands of t-shirts at once, like screen printing. So there's screen printing, great for mass production, limited on color. There's ways you can do full color, not exactly ideal, but you can get a lot of t-shirts done at a time. Direct to garment prints just like a typical printer. Those printers need maintenance unless you're running it all the time. There's DTF. You can do the screen printing route. There's a white toner printer. It's okay for generic style t-shirt prints. Not the greatest when it comes to a clothing brand. There's heat transfer vinyl. There's just so many different ways, and we've covered this in the past. And you need to learn about all these methods, and they all have pros and cons that caters towards certain business models. So this isn't even a question. Once you define the question of which business model you have, then you got to do the research on which machine to purchase. I know there's a lot of them, but there's no perfect machine. All right. So at the end of the day, there's really only two questions. Do you really want to produce the items yourselves? And what's your business model? Your business model is going to pretty much determine everything. Because if you're doing B2B, you might want to be able to print a lot quickly. Because let's say you chose B2B, most of the time, a lot of people want the same thing multiple times. If you're doing one-off prints for somebody, you might want to look into DTG, full color. It's just, I know it's a lot. But one step at a time, you'll pretty much learn the entire thing, and then you will figure out which one works for you. And sometimes you might even have to go the route that I did and lose a lot of money just to learn quite a bit about this game. But that's why there's information on this channel that may help you on your next decisions on which route you should choose. So I hope this video helped you out. I know it's quick, short, and simple, but these are important questions that you need to ask yourself before you hop into this t-shirt business game. So I'll see you next time. Peace.
Hey Hustle Ninja, thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to support the channel and have the chance to win a giveaway to help your clothing brand, be sure to check out onlyninjas.com. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and stay hustling.